नहीं, आप लोग ना ऐसे ही बार-बार पूछ के ना दिल में मतलब गांव में नमक सड़ता है आप लोग। क्या पूछना चाहते हैं?
Thirteen months after Manipur erupted in ethnic violence, one cry cut through the rain. It was a question thousands had been asking in silence. This is the story of a war between two communities, the Meiteis of the valley and the Kukis of the hills, a conflict that has torn Manipur into two hostile territories. Vilasna's cry mirrors the exhaustion of nearly 58,000 people who have spent 2 years in more than 350 camps across the state. An invisible boundary now cleaves Manipur into two enclaves, each inaccessible to the other. The camps have become prisons of despair. Prime Minister Modi's visit lasted barely half a day. Development packages worth 8,500 crores were announced.
शांति की स्थापना के लिए भारत सरकार यहां मणिपुर सरकार का ऐसे ही सहयोग करती रहेगी।
जो ये घटना है ना, जो दूसरा जगह में मतलब मोदी जी का घर में नहीं घटा ना, इसलिए वो कुछ नहीं जानता। अपना घर में ये घटना होने से मालूम होना था तकलीफ क्या होता बोलते।
To understand this divide, you must understand the land itself. Of Manipur's 3.22 million people, the Meiteis are 53% of the population, but occupy just 9% of the land. The Kuki-Zo tribes constitute 16% of the population and are spread over 28% of the territory. Meiteis are angry about what they see as a fundamental inequality. Kukis can purchase land in the valley, but Meiteis are barred from purchasing land in the hills. Land protection laws in tribal areas, which cover 90% of Manipur, completely shut out Meiteis, deepening their sense of exclusion. But the Meitei demand for scheduled tribe status isn't just about land. It's about access to government jobs and educational seats reserved for STs. For Meiteis, ST status would level the playing field, giving them the same protection, the same opportunities, the same access to territory that tribals have always had. They also allege that sections of the Kuki-Zo population include illegal immigrants from Myanmar involved in poppy cultivation and drug trafficking. Former Chief Minister N. Biren Singh, himself a Meitei, launched aggressive campaigns against illegal immigration and the drug trade. The crackdown added to the friction. But Kuki-Zo groups have their own grievances. The densely populated Imphal Valley allows Meiteis to influence outcomes in 40 of the 60 assembly seats, making them the dominant political force. Kuki-Zos resent this political weight. They accuse the Meitei-led government of weaponizing the crackdown on illegal immigration and narcotics to target their communities. Then came the breaking point. In May 2023, the Manipur High Court directed the government to consider granting scheduled tribe status to Meiteis. This would potentially open the hill districts to Meitei land ownership. The Kukis saw it as an attack on their land and identity.
We shall overcome. We shall overcome someday.
Within hours, protests spiraled into one of the worst episodes of ethnic violence in the state's history. Meiteis living in Kuki-dominated areas fled. Kukis living in Meitei-dominated areas fled. Each sought safety in their respective community strongholds. The state became physically and socially fractured, each side now unable to enter the other's territory. As Professor Newmai puts it, overlapping grievances over identity, land, and political representation transformed Manipur's social fault lines into a bloody and enduring civil war. Thousands still remain displaced, unable to return home, even 2.5 years after the violence began. It was into this landscape of frayed hope and simmering resentment that on November 20, Mohan Bhagwat arrived. Head of the BJP's ideological fountainhead RSS, his visit was officially tied to the RSS centenary celebrations. It was his first since May 2023 and it carried unmistakable political weight.
संघ इसमें जितना कर सकता है वो सब करेगा और कर रहा है, किया है पिछले 3 साल में भी, क्योंकि गवर्नमेंट को मालूम हो ना मालूम हो, वी आर कंसर्न्ड अबाउट ईच एंड एवरी पार्ट ऑफ भारत, और सब जगह हमारा ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है. हमारा ऑर्गेनाइजेशन आप लोगों के कारण है. हम किसी गवर्नमेंट के बलबूते नहीं है, आप लोगों के, उसके लिए जितना करना है वो सब हम करते. वी डोंट लीव एनी स्टोन अनटर्न, ये पक्का है.
For Meiteis, Bhagwat's presence in Imphal and his assertions were read as reassurance from the RSS that it sees Manipur's crisis as part of a larger civilizational struggle. This framing reinforced long-held fears among Christian Kuki-Zo groups that the RSS intent is assimilation, not reconciliation. Bhagwat stayed away from Kuki-dominated hill districts entirely. As a Kuki leader put it, far from narrowing the gulf, Bhagwat's visit risked hardening the perception that peace will be pursued on Meitei RSS terms, leaving the hills more alienated than before. Another Kuki representative said, "The message is loud and clear for the Kuki-Zo people." While the government insists law and order has been restored, Manipur stands sharply carved along ethnic lines. Security personnel man 115 checkpoints. The road from Imphal to Churachandpur passes through 7 of these. Kukis in Churachandpur can no longer travel to Imphal airport 60 kilometers away. Instead, they endure 10-hour-long journeys to Aizawl 300 kilometers away.
So I am here in Turbung village in Churachandpur district. It's in the Kuki area. The sad part is this Indian citizen cannot cross this line, this border. You can see the security arrangements. This road takes you to Imphal, the headquarters of the capital of Manipur. But she, also a citizen of Manipur, she cannot access that part. If she has to go out of Manipur, she has to take a detour, has to take this road. This has become her highway now. So, Pepe, how does it feel to not be able to go to your own home state? You cannot cross this part, am I right? And your village is also on the other side of the road?
Yes.
Your own village?
Yes.
But today you cannot access that part.
Yes.
How does it feel?
There is an invisible wall between us. So even if that invisible wall breaks down, there's that uncertainty So we're going to have to live with this for a long time. So I am resigned to the fact that this is going to be the new normal from now on.
So this is how Manipur is divided geographically. The Kuki part, Meitei part, and in between buffer zone, which is not accessible to either of the two sides. That's today's Manipur.
Over 80,000 security personnel from 8 different forces are now stationed across Manipur. Their mandate: prevent flare-ups, secure highways, maintain a fragile peace. Administrative officers have been transferred along ethnic lines, Meiteis to the valley, Kukis to the hills, creating parallel bureaucracies. An illusion of normalcy prevails within isolated enclaves, but this is peace as spectacle. The Manipur Sangai Festival returns in November 2025 after 2 years, promoted as unity, healing and inclusion. But on November 20, just a day before the festival, protests erupted. The next day, the violence escalated. Internally displaced persons from relief camps across Imphal East marched towards the Sangai Festival venue. 3 police officers were injured, 2 were detained by protesters. 1 officer was released. The second would be freed only if security forces stopped interfering with their road blockage. The illusion couldn't hold. Even celebration has become a battleground. The centre's own assessment is clear. AFSPA has been extended for another 6 months from October. Of more than 6,000 firearms looted from state armories, barely 3,000 have been recovered. The rest remain in civilian hands. While security forces maintain order, Manipur's economy bleeds. Tax revenue losses, 1,554 crores in 24-25. GST collections fell 8%. Tourist arrivals dropped 80%. For generations, the valley supplied rice and fish. The hills sent forest produce and vegetables. These exchanges sustained delicate interdependence. That network now lies in ruins. 62 villages have seen agrarian collapse. (3,894 hectares of farmland lie fallow. Tourism has collapsed entirely. The state that hosted a G20 conference 2 years ago now sees historic lows in visitors.
The place where I am standing now, this used to be a shop where one person ran his business. That was his home. That was another home, and this place belonged to him. Today he is with us. He keeps coming back to this place, now surrounded by a CRPF camp nearby. And you can see soldiers still guarding this place. But the person we are talking about, he cannot come back yet.
When we think about this, our home, this kind of situation, it's we are like a traumatic condition. So I don't know what to say.
Then comes Santosh's story. Amid the ruins of Manipur's economy, there are stories of quiet resilience.
मोहरे में शॉप है सर, हाँ वहाँ में इलेक्ट्रॉनिक का शॉप है सर. 2009 से स्टार्ट है. इलेक्ट्रॉनिक का सबसे बड़ा दुकान था मेरा. होलसेल भी था, रिटेल भी था. और वहाँ से चाइना से आता माल बॉर्डर है, इंडिया का भी, और इंडिया का लेता है, म्यांमार लोग आके लेता है, और बर्मा का आता है, ये हम लोग के इंडियन से आके लेता है. जैसे जस्ट बॉर्डर की बगल में है मेरा शॉप. जैसे पहले 50,000 से स्टार्ट किया था मैंने। आग जल गया, इतना बॉम्ब ब्लास्ट हो गया और इतना दुकान में फ़ोन करके बोल दिया तो स्टाफ लोग को, तो इधर में लफड़ा हो रहा है मोरे बाज़ार में हुआ है। मेरा तो गेट नंबर 2 बॉर्डर जस्ट बॉर्डर में है, तो आप लोग कहीं पे चुप हो जाओ, हाँ चुप बोल के बताया था। तो वो लोग एक होटल के बगल में जस्ट मेरा घर है, तो उसमें मैं हम लोग पूरा मम्मी लोग पूरा छुपने के लिए वहाँ वो लोग का नाला का उधर, क्योंकि हम लोग के तो रास्ता में घर तो बस्ती के रास्ता है, तो ओपन हुआ है वो, उधर में हम लोग सेफ नहीं है। तो ये बिल्डिंग के नीचे में एक नाला है, वहाँ पे रहने के लिए हम लोग ने कोशिश किया है। तो उसकी जगह से हम लोग अनंत सर को फ़ोन किया था, तो अनंत सर उठाया नहीं है फ़ोन। तो उसके बाद में स्टाफ लोग की फ़ोन आया था, तो स्टाफ लोग की फ़ोन आया था उस भैया हम लोग सेफ नहीं है। बंदा 10 के ऊपर था, तो स्टाफ लोग हाँ मेरे स्टोर की, तो आप लोग बॉर्डर के एरिया में मुस्लिम लोग हैं, उधर में थोड़ा जाके छुपो। तो ठीक है भैया बोल के वो लोग चला गया। पूरा सराउंडिंग में पूरा लफड़ा कर रहा है, चिल्ला रहा है, बंदूक की आवाज़ आ रहा है। माँ भी था, भाई भी था और मेरे हेल्पर 2 भी था। तो लास्ट में मैंने इतना ट्राई किया बगल वाला जाने के लिए, एक जगह में सेफ जगह में जाने के लिए। मैं गाड़ी भी लेके गया, वो लोग असम राइफल की वहाँ में KLP बोल के जस्ट कोंडोलायरम्बी मंदिर की ऊपर में, वहीं पे स्टार्टिंग होता है वो लोग का असम राइफल का। वहाँ पे ऊपर में सब आदमी उधर ही आके हम लोग रह रहा था। 4,000 के ऊपर था आदमी। जैसे ये डिपार्टमेंट का भी हो गया, हम लोग का भी हो गया, पूरा मोरे का पूरा जोड़ के इतना ही था सर। इधर ही आके 3 महीना 4 महीना जैसा मेरे डिप्रेशन का जैसा हो गया सर, क्योंकि मेरे पास में कुछ भी नहीं था, मतलब पूरा 0 से 0 हो गया। नाम तो बहुत कमाया संतोष इलेक्ट्रॉनिक बोल के, वहाँ में मैंने बहुत मेहनत किया, दिन रात भर सोया नहीं है। मेरा फोरफादर से इतना पैसा वाला भी नहीं था, लेकिन बिज़नेस एक थी, मेरा फैमिली में बिज़नेस वाला भी नहीं था, लेकिन मैं सबसे बिज़नेस का फैमिली में सबसे स्टार्ट मैंने किया है। तो उसके बाद में संतोष तो नाम तो बहुत कमा लिया, लेकिन यहाँ आके 0 हो गया।
Nowhere is the tragedy more evident than in the 351 relief camps. Life here is a balance between endurance and exhaustion. Each cubicle houses 5 to 10 people in a space barely large enough to lie down together. The government provides rations and 100 rupees daily. Civil society groups fill gaps, but it's never enough.
Government only कुछ नहीं दे रहा, only 80 rupees per head, वही दे रहा है पर डे एक बंदा का 80 rupees.
The toll on children has been especially deep. The violence has bred a generation growing up amidst loss, fear, and displacement. Kesam Pradeep Kumar, chairperson of Manipur Commission for Child Rights, says
many children are vulnerable to trafficking or recruitment by insurgent groups. We have documented widespread depression, PTSD, anxiety among children who witnessed killings and arson.
स्कूल यूनिफॉर्म पहन के आएगा, हमारा बच्चे यूनिफॉर्म नहीं पहन के आ जाएगा। फिर क्लास बच्चे लोग हैं आपस में मज़ाक उड़ाता है, उसका बच्चे का मोरल डाउन होता है, स्कूल नहीं जाऊंगा, वो आपस में लड़ता है। एक बच्चे में 10 बार 20 बार पूछेगा तुम्हारा घर तो जला हुआ है, तुम्हारा घर तो जला हुआ है। एक बार पूछे तो इमोशनली पूछ रहा होगा, जवाब दे देता था। 10 बार 20 बार पूछेगा तो मन में कुछ और दिमाग में होता है, इसलिए लड़ता भी बच्चे आपस में।
66% of displaced people show post-traumatic stress symptoms. 40% exhibit moderate to severe anxiety.
सभी पेरेंट्स चाहता है कि अपना बच्चे को पढ़ाई कराना चाहता है, एजुकेशन देना चाहता हूँ, लेकिन ये मुश्किल है, वो लोग के पास मुश्किल है, सोर्स ऑफ इनकम नहीं है वो लोग के पास। जो क्योंकि हमारा जो उम्र का है पेरेंट्स लोग हैं उसका सपना तो ख़त्म हो गया, फ्यूचर नहीं है, एकदम ज़ीरो में आ गया। लेकिन वो लोग का एक ही खौफ है, उसके बच्चे को पढ़ा के एक अच्छा फ्यूचर बनाना चाहता है। लेकिन वो भी उसका जो सपना था उसके बच्चे को पढ़ाना है, वो भी धीरे धीरे ख़त्म हो रहा है क्योंकि उसका अपने बच्चे को पढ़ा नहीं पा रहा है क्योंकि सोर्स ऑफ इनकम नहीं था। इसलिए सुसाइड केस बहुत ज़्यादा हो गया रिलीफ कैम्प में। पहले लड़ाई से पहले हमारा जो गांव में साल में हमारा कम्युनिटी का 5 या 3 मरता था। अभी 2 साल में 36 से भी ज़्यादा मर गया।
16-year-old Pepe is autistic. Her father killed himself in August, unable to bear displacement. Her 70-year-old grandfather now scavenges for odd jobs. As the grandfather puts it, "We are old, with no home, no livelihood. What will become of Kanan and Pepe after we are gone?" Dhanrang Angom walks 2 kilometers from his camp to the ashes of his home. He sits there for hours and weeps.
Want to come back here, we want to reshelter here, and then we lost everything, our business lost, and then don't know what to say, it hurt.
Inao's wife Lydia was burnt alive in an ambulance along with a neighbor and child. Today, cancer eats away his strength, but it's grief that hollows him. 71-year-old Kamcha and his wheelchair-bound wife Aram returned to build a tin shelter beside their burnt dream home. "We have nothing left. We are too old to start again. Death alone will end our agonies. But one question haunts us. What was our fault?" For 2 years, the union government has held parallel dialogues with both communities, talking to each separately, never together. Until April 5, 2025, the first face-to-face meeting between Meitei and Kuki representatives in Delhi. Government interlocutor A.K. Mishra presented a 6-point roadmap: abstain from violence, recover arms, reopen highways, return the displaced, develop conflict-hit areas, resolve political issues through dialogue. 7 months later, nothing has moved. In November, Kuki-Zo leadership adopted the Nampi Conclave Declaration formalizing their demand: a separate union territory with legislature. They have centralized coordination. The Kuki-Zo Council, Zome Council, elected MLAs, groups in suspension of operations, civil society, all speaking with one voice through 2 umbrella organizations. As Benjamin puts it,
2 communities now live in securitized zones with little trust left. Clinging to the idea of a fully integrated Manipur only suppresses conflict temporarily.
Meitei groups have made 9 core demands, all centered on one thing: preserving Manipur's territorial integrity. National Registry of Citizens with 1951 as base year, deport illegal immigrants, abrogate suspension of operations with Kuki militants, destroy poppy plantations, grant Meitei's ST status, delist Kukis from scheduled tribes. Raijam Athoba, Kokomi convener, says,
The focus should be on strengthening existing structures, ensuring representation for all, not fragmenting Manipur.
The Ministry of Home Affairs has already ruled out creation of a new union territory. The gulf is unbridgeable. Both sides are questioning the centre's seriousness.
Government ko malum ho na malum, we are concerned.
While the RSS has pushed for peace, the union government appears to give little weight to its suggestions, perhaps due to geopolitical compulsions. Meanwhile, Meitei BJP MLAs press for reinstatement of an elected government. but Kuki-Zo BJP MLAs remain unwilling to support any popular government. In mid-November, BJP's national leadership visited Imphal for a 3-day review. But insiders say the central leadership is unlikely to alter the current arrangement until elections conclude in 5 key states early next year. So Manipur waits. President's rule continues. The dialogue remains frozen. Experts agree. Any roadmap to peace must begin with demilitarization and weapon recovery. Regular visits by senior central leaders, not symbolic trips, reopening roads, structural reforms. Until a political statement paves the way for genuine reconciliation, this fragile calm will remain one of fear, not peace.
So this was Manipur, a state so beautiful, so serene, yet in the grip of violence. The people of Manipur today stare at an uncertain future. They do not know when they can go back home. The 60,000 people who have become homeless, many have lost their near and dear ones. All they want is a sense of security. Hope the government of India will ensure that peace comes back to Manipur soon. In Manipur, with my colleague Mousam Deka, this is Kaushik Deka for IndiaTodayNE.
मोदी जी से दरख्वास्त करना चाहता हूँ, जल्द से जल्द अपना घर जाना चाहते हैं हम लोग। जल्द से जल्द थोड़ा जल्दी से हम लोग अपना घर जाने दीजिए। आप लोग मदद कीजिए।
58,000 people remain suspended between a past that no longer exists and a future that may never arrive. This is the story of these homeless people who everyone has forgotten. Manipur's wounds remain fresh. Its people remain displaced. Its future remains uncertain.